Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Sheen, your host. This is Money Matters. In this channel, we talk about money, finance, how to grow your money, how to invest your money, how to make money work hard for you. Guys, if you haven't yet already, consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. Check out the links in the description below for free stocks with Webull, with Robinhood. Get $5 if you sign up for Cash App using my link in the description below. It really supports the channel, helps me out, and I really appreciate it. Also, make sure you become a subscriber. I'm going to be doing a giveaway for a free pair of Tesla short shorts. If you don't want a pair of Tesla short shorts, if you're the winner, I will give you a $69 Amazon gift card. So make sure you do subscribe. I'll be looking through my subscriber list for whoever wins. I'll be coming on to a live stream to do that, and we'll have fun. We'll talk stuff. We'll talk stocks. We'll talk Tesla on the live stream, and I'll be doing a giveaway for those Tesla short shorts. Make sure you subscribe for that. Consider give me a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. I have over 7,000 subscribers, so I thank each and every one of you. Today we're going to be doing another Tesla video. You saw the title, watch this in 2031. So this is kind of like a time capsule video. I did this for a Tesla on a 5-year video that I'm saying watch in 2025. But this one is watch in 10 years, and we're going to see where Tesla is in 10 years. I have my thesis. I'm going to give it to you, so stay tuned. But before we get started, check out this Tesla tequila. I was released yesterday. I'm sure you guys already heard about it. $250 for this Tesla tequila bottle. Really beautiful bottle, hand blown glass in the shape of a lightning bolt with a nice metal Tesla stand. Absolute piece of art, piece of pop culture. And sold for $250, already sold out. Sold out, I think, in less than 24 hours. Look at this. On eBay, this thing is selling for anywhere from $695 up to $1,000. Unbelievable. That's like more than a 3x gain. Like literally in 24 hours, if you bought this for $250, you could be selling this for nearly $1,000. That performance is even better than Tesla stock. So if you got the bottle of this Tesla tequila, it was better than buying Tesla stock. So this video again is a time capsule video. This video is kind of fun. It's kind of cool. I like to do this just because it's more for me to come back, watch this video in 10 years on whatever platform it's on. I don't know if YouTube is going to be around in 10 years, but whatever platform is on, it'll be fun to come back and watch this in 10 years. I mean, it's just kind of crazy to think about. Like 10 years, where will you be in 10 years? Where will I be in 10 years? I mean, I'll be 10 years older. My kids will be, oh my God, my kids will be teenagers. They'll be 13 and 15. It's it's really incredible to think about 10 years, I mean, I hope in 10 years everybody is doing well. I hope you watching this video, you're doing well. Maybe if you had Tesla stock, you'll be incredibly wealthy or really well off. Tesla really took off in the year 2020. Their stock really took off in this year. The whole illness situation happened in 2020. Lockdowns, a lot of people hit on hard times, really difficult times. Some people lost their lives. So 2020 was a really tough year. And, right now it is November. It's almost over. So, you guys watching this, you guys know 2020, maybe it was really tough for you. So I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing well. I hope your family is doing well. But as far as Tesla, it was an amazing year for Tesla. It was an amazing year for a lot of companies actually. But people argue maybe 2017, 2018, Tesla really started taking off with their Model 3, and that was really the transition point where Tesla was fully sustainable, really mass production vehicle. But the stock didn't really perform until really end of 2019, 2020. That is when the stock really took off, and I would argue Tesla really became mainstream, more mainstream than ever. Me coming up with my channel, hundreds of people talking about YouTube, talking on YouTube about Tesla. This all really blew up in 2020. So if you're watching this in 2031, this is sorry 2031, in 10 years. This is when it really started. So where do I think Tesla will be in 2031? Well, you guys might be surprised to hear me say this, but I think in 10 years Tesla will not be selling automobiles anymore. Their company will not be mainly selling automobiles. Keep in mind, Tesla was never a automobile company, which a lot of people on Wall Street get that really confused, get really messed up when they try to think of Tesla as an automobile company. They're not an they're not an auto company. From the very beginning, their name was changed from Tesla Motors. They got rid of the motors part. That's because they are not a automotive company, and people just don't really understand that. They're an energy company. They're a software company. They're a solar company. They're energy arbitrage they're doing now. So just selling vehicles is just a very small part of what this company is. And in 2031, you guys, everybody will be realizing this. So watching back on this video, whatever platform it is, it will be, I don't know, in my opinion, be kind of nostalgic. It'll be nostalgic for me to watch myself in 10 years. So here, Tesla's mission statement from the very beginning is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. See, they're not an automobile company. Their goal was never to sell automobiles. Their goal is to transition the world to sustainable energy, whether it is through solar, whether it is through changing the automobile industry, whether it is to have Tesla power walls, doing energy arbitrage. It is whatever it takes to transition the world to sustainable energy. So why do I say they will not sell cars in the future? Well, let me work this through. So right now, Tesla automotive margins is 27.7%. That's the latest numbers, Q3 of 2020. So those numbers are actually pretty high for an automobile company. 27% margins on an automotive is really high. Just give you an idea of how high that is. Check out, let's see, Ford, 16.7%. That's the gross margin for Ford in 2020, in September of 2020. GM, I'm not sure why it's so low at 0.57% for GM, but traditionally they were as high as, look on the bottom, anywhere from 5% to 12% for their gross profit margins. So, Tesla at 27% is really high. So why does GM and Ford and pretty much all the other automotive companies have such low gross margins for their automotives? Well, the reason is they don't make a lot of money from selling vehicles. They make more of their money from actually servicing the vehicles. So let's just say maybe only 20% of their cars come back to the actual dealer for servicing. Even with that, they make hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars doing service. Oil changes, timing belt, flushes, fuel flushes, this flush, that flush, all kinds of service. That's where they make a lot of their money. I just had to have my vehicle service. And it was about $500 something, doing the brakes, doing this flushes, changing the brake pads, doing the rotors, like all kinds of things. So that's where they make the most of their money. Tesla doesn't do that because for an EV vehicle, you don't need that much service. So Tesla doesn't make a lot of money on service. So they do make more money on the vehicle itself. So why do I say we're going to transition out of actually selling vehicles in 10 years? So the reason is pretty much in one word, autonomy. So Tesla right now just released their full self-driving, next generation full self-driving rewrite, and it is capable of self-driving in city streets, pretty much anywhere. It will do all the turns, stop for stoplights, stop for stop signs, and traditionally the old autopilot you could drive on the highway already. So bringing it to city streets was really the next level. So that is where I think the future is. The future is autonomy and full self-driving. And with that, they will be able to launch their robo-taxi network. All right, so take a look at this video real quick just to see how Tesla's full self-driving is performing right now.
Now you see that there is a stop sign. The vehicle stops at the stop sign, stops to observe oncoming traffic, pauses, waits, and proceeds and remains in the right turn lane. Now this is really cool because it needs to make a left at the light, so it proceeds to aggressively change lanes and get to the left turn lane in a safe and efficient manner and stop for the left stop light. Now notice as the car is waiting at the left stop light, the oncoming traffic had a green light. It's not getting confused. Cars continue to go. You'll now notice cars pulling up alongside of it, cars turning from the opposing lane, and all the Tesla is not phased, waiting patiently for its light to turn green. And now our light comes green, and you'll see how the Tesla turns perfectly into the lane, all while obeying traffic laws and signs and lights.
All right, so you see, it is capable of driving itself, making left turns, stopping for red lights. So it is still a beta, and it was just released literally like 3-4 weeks ago. But This is all software. High revenue software. Take a look. Full self-driving option is a $10,000 option right now. So just to give you an idea of how much revenue software brings in, I mean, you guys should know a software company brings in massive gross profits up to like 75% for something like Salesforce.com. Let's see, Microsoft, they are 70% gross profit margin. So everybody knows a software company is a lot higher gross margins than a company that actually has to produce something, a physical thing. So this is the future. This is where they're going to transition to get as much revenue as possible from their software, from their full self-driving software package. So to cut to the chase, it is the robo-taxi network, basically transitioning from selling vehicles to actually providing a service, providing transportation as a service, mobility as a service. Essentially what Uber does, Uber, it provides a service. You need to get somewhere, instead of driving your car, dealing with parking, you could just get an Uber. They'll drop you off. You could just go to wherever you're going. You don't have to worry about parking. You don't have to worry about driving. So that is really popular, because when you're living in a city, it really is a hassle trying to find parking in a downtown area. It's dealing with traffic jams and whatnot. So transportation as a service, mobility as a service is going to be the future. And just to give you an idea of how the profit margins are for Uber, so they're as of June 2020, their profit margins were 44%. And so, that is relatively low for a software company, but Uber has a lot more overhead. They have to get their drivers, they have to have insurance, and a lot more overhead than what Tesla would have, because Tesla would already be producing their own vehicles, and they will have their own insurance, and they won't have to have a driver. So their profit margins are going to be significantly higher than what Uber is. So what I predict when I'm watching this in 10 years, the world really has changed. Pretty much all vehicles are going to be electric vehicles, and most people will not even own a vehicle. So that's right. Most people will not own a vehicle, because you can now get a Tesla robotaxi autonomous vehicle to pick you up anytime you want, throughout the night, within a few minutes, pick you up, drop you off, and you never have to pay for the gas, you never have to pay for service, you never have to pay for parking, you don't have to have a special garage to park your car in. So that's where I see everything in 10 years. So a lot of people love their cars. Americans love their cars. Can you see people giving up their cars? And right now, if you're watching this, you'll probably say, no way, we love our cars, we want to have our own cars, we don't want to share cars. But what if not having a car saved you $9,000, $10,000 a year? Imagine how much more you could do with that money every single year. Imagine how much time you save in your whole lifetime if you never have to look for parking, if you don't have to have service for your vehicle, you don't have to drive it somewhere to get gas. Imagine how much time you save just by not having to do those things, and how much money you save. So just to give you an idea, average auto insurance in 2020 as of per NerdWallet is about $1,400, and that's with a good driver with good credit. So it could go anywhere up to $4,000 with a teen driver. If you have a teenager, anywhere from $1,400 to almost $4,000 for auto insurance for your vehicle. But let's look at everything else. So this is the only information that I could find that's put together in one picture. It's old, it's 2015, but the idea is still the same. So fuel is roughly about $1,600 a year, insurance about $1,100 a year, maintenance $766 a year. So add that all up, you're looking at about $8,000, $9,000 just to have a vehicle that is your own. So imagine if you could save $9,000 a year, would you give up your car? A lot of people will say no, but I would think a lot of people would also say yes, because a lot of people already do that. People that take Uber all the time, they don't want to deal with parking, you don't want to deal with traffic. You could work while you're in your Uber, you could work while you're in your robotaxi. So I think the transition is going to be mobility as a service, and Tesla is going to do this because instead of making 27% on gross margins on a vehicle, they could be making up to 75, 80% on a vehicle on their robotaxi network that is just picking people up and driving them to one place or another. And so That's where I think Tesla will be in 10 years, in 2031. So if you're watching this in 2031, look around and we'll see if this video was correct. Be kind of awesome, just like a little time capsule to look back on this video. So if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up, really helps out the channel. Consider subscribing if you haven't yet already. Have an awesome weekend, guys. Hope you guys are safe. 2020, it's like literally almost over. It's been a crazy year. It's been a tough year for a lot of people. So I really hope you guys are doing okay. But for Tesla, it has really been an amazing year. Have a good weekend. Peace.